Hi everybody. So today I'm doing what the Divine Masculine wants you to know, Divine Feminine, because I just feel compelled to do this. Mainly because the cards that I drew in the previous video, when I shuffled the Lightworker deck, the exact same cards came out, which was the Dark Night of the Soul. And on the bottom of the deck, when I turned it over, was Hold Your Center, which was the same card that came out in the previous reading. So the foundation of this reading is going to be the Divine Masculine wants the Divine Feminine to know that he's going through Dark Night of the Soul, or he's been through it, one of the two. So the Divine Feminine has to hold her center. Hold your center. That's kind of the message he's saying. Okay, so we're going to do reading based on that. We're going to do reading based on that premise. So we're going to use the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and let's see what comes out. I don't know what's going to come out, but basically this is what the Divine Masculine wants the Divine Feminine to know. Okay, can we have some Psychic Tarot of the Heart messages? Divine Masculine is going through the Dark Night of the Soul, or he has been through the Dark Night of the Soul, and he wants us to know certain things. So we've got one card. Any more cards? Got two cards there. Any more cards, Spirit? In the Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck. Yes, okay. Bottom of the deck we have the leader, the Emperor, taking the lead. So what do we have here? We have trust. Okay, we have seeking well-deserved reward, trust and clarity of belief. So Divine Masculine has been going in and seeking. So this is a 9, so it's completion. And he is trusting in the messages he's getting. And the reward for that is now a clarity of belief. A belief that he is able to see more clearly the progression of his soul's purpose, which is great, because whenever somebody goes in and seeks, it's because they're trying to find their true path. So now he has the reward of seeing that clarity come into being. And again we have a 9. So we have the 9, seeking is complete, going into the 0, trusting, being in that space of trust. The completion of the reward is a clarity of belief, which is a setting off the new beginning. But the Divine Feminine, she needs to hold her center in view of all of this, what's going on. Okay, so Divine Masculine is receiving clarity through the hard work of seeking, coming out of this dark night of the soul. He's actually beginning to see the light. He He wants the Divine Feminine to know that he is actually this very strong person that's emerging because of her work that she's been doing to hold her center. Oops. Okay, Keepers of the Light, I feel. Keepers of the Light card. What is the messages from the Keepers of the Light? What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? He's achieving clarity. He's been working hard. He's been seeking within and trusting in his own intuition. And the reward is that he now has a greater clarity of belief about his soul's purpose. The transformation is about to take wings. We have the butterfly here. So the Divine Feminine can hold her center, which really means about staying in the present moment. Staying in the present moment. So with Keepers of the Light, let's get some messages for the Keepers of the Light, please, Spirit. Can we please have some messages? What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? I have a spider here on the wall who is listening in on the act here. So we've got 2 cards there. Any more cards from the Keepers of the Light, Spirit? Any more cards from the Keepers of the Light? So yeah, he's taking the lead. This is at the bottom of the deck. And also we've got the Star card here. And then again, we've got this Sun card, which keeps coming up. So it's really, really actually very positive. He's releasing things, bringing things into physical being. This is really, really, he's taking the lead on coming out of the dark night of the soul. He's doing the work, or he's done the work actually, because we've got the reward card coming up, or has come up. Okay, so we've got Sanat Kumara, light activation at the bottom of the deck. Shine your light, internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So yeah, this is confirming that he's listening. He's saying, Divine Feminine, I'm listening to my intuition. Divine guidance is coming through very loud and clear. It's no longer muffled, confusing. There is a sense of clarity about what I need to do, a clarity of belief in his own guidance, which is great because we need that. So he wants you to know and this is why perhaps he's on his way. This is why he's coming back into physical 5D union. So we have here the Keepers of the Light. We've got hope, love and acceptance. We have Saint Germain, karma releasing karma. We have Gaia, earth connection. And we have Freya, phases and cycles. So what I'm seeing here is, yes, there are a completion of a cycle. He's been through a phase of the dark night of the soul. There's a completion of that cycle now. And he's coming through it with a sense of love and acceptance for himself. He's healed his heart through accepting, you know, it is what it is. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth, choosing loving thoughts. So yeah, he's being much more loving to himself. And move beyond the drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. And he's making room for good energy because he's clearing those karmic patterns and cycles. So here we have the completion of those karmic cycles and a much more loving and accepting approach to life, because he's got this clarity now and it's making more sense. And the earth connection, be mindful of the planet, come back to the earth, stay grounded. So he's being very practical with doing things in the physical, on the earth plane, although he is staying grounded in this new space of higher awareness of his soul and the guidance he's been given. So he's saying to the Divine Feminine, I can see what you see now. I'm beginning to open up my third eye, and I'm understanding this twin flame journey much better than before when we met, and it was very confusing. He's now having sort of epiphanies. Sorry, spider, I don't mean to knock you off the wall there. Oh, are you okay? Something. Oh, it's his shadow of his leg. I just thought I had a weird thing stuck on there. Anyway, little spiders come to say hello. So we're going to do the energy now. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know regarding his energy? What's his energy field doing right now? If it's anything like mine, which is, I don't know whether it's the sun is taken, it's just very hot here in the UK. Plus I went into a pasta coma earlier because I had chicken and mushroom pasta creamy bake, and it was amazing. I ate too much. Now feeling the, but it was yummy. Preparing meals for my twin. You see, I'm thinking, oh, my twin would love that too. So designing meals for when we are together. Okay, so what is the energy for the divine masculine? What does he want? That one wanted to come out. What does he want the divine feminine to know about his energy at the moment? Okay, that's two there. Any more cards from the energy deck? Sandra Ann Taylor is the creator of this deck. Blessings and love. One more card. At the bottom of the deck we have door to personal healing and happiness. So very positive again. We've got this door to healing and happiness. Going through the dark night of the soul and coming out the survivor and the strength is like a beautiful revelation. It's like, I know I can heal anything now. I'm very strong. I can survive anything. And once you know you're in control, you can take the lead of your own health and your own happiness. Basically, there's a new sense of freedom and happiness that comes with surviving any dark night of the soul and coming through it a much better person you were. So with the energy oracle, his energy, we've got 2 archangels, we've got 3 archangels and a journey card. So the first archangel, let's do it in the order. Okay, so everything from the heart upwards, we have the 4th chakra, which is Archangel Raphael. We have the 5th chakra, which is Angel Gabriel, the throat chakra, and we have the 6th chakra, which is the psychic visions, Metatron, you know, the one with the big vision, the visionary chakra. And then we have this journey. So let's see, it's a journey through the chakras. It's 4th, 5th and 6th, which is great. It's everything above the heart. So the journey is about to accelerate, because it's, as I said in the previous reading, it's very similar to the previous reading actually. The heart is the one that's getting the downloads from the 7th chakra, right, which then hits the 6th chakra, then gets expressed through the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. So the journey is the rainbow journey across the rainbow bridge. These are the colours of the rainbows. Here you've got your blue, indigo and violet. And this part of the rainbow journey is about to be accelerated. And this is the one where the twin flame will be at the other end. The case is here, you know, it's ready, packed, and she's lighting the path. I think she's looking back and seeing where she's been, knowing where she's going to be moving forward now because of that clarity of belief. And he's like, yes, I'm on this journey, there's no turning back, and I'm going to be moving forward from this point on. So I'm at the heart station now. So if we say we're at the heart station, I'm going to be calling at the 5th chakra, and the 6th chakra is going to be the one that eventually brings us together through the divine order and the divine contract, as in the previous reading. So he's saying, I'm on my way through the heart. This is really good. 4th, 5th and 6th chakra. Never had those out together before like that. So that's really excellent news. Right, so this one is calling out to me, the romance angels. So what does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know in terms of how he's feeling romantically towards her? How has it changed the relationship? How has it changed his clarity of belief? How has it changed his vision? Those cards came out 38, 39 and 40. And this too is a partnership. This is about partnerships. Joining together with the other half. So here we have the Romance Angels deck. What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know regarding how he feels about her in romantic terms? So Spirit, what do we have here in terms of the message from the Divine Masculine? That's one card. What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know in terms of how he feels about her? What would he tell her if he could express that through his 5th chakra now, with this new truth and this new awareness and clarity of belief? What would he express to her in this romantic level? Okay, so there's a few cards there. Okay, he would say, you are lovable, you deserve love. He believes you deserve love. Okay, so we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally, which is what he's doing by following the guidance of the chakras on this journey. He's allowing the journey to unfold. He's keeping an open mind in terms of, you know, that goes along with letting go of the control. Healing family issues, your love, life benefits as you forgive your parents. Right, yes, I suppose forgiving the abandonment of his parents, both of them, my twins' parents, kind of abandoned him, really, quite coldly. And he was brought up by his grandma, so maybe he's healing those. And again, we've got that new love card, which came out in the previous reading, and we have love yourself first. So what does he want you to know? He wants you to love yourself first, Divine Feminine, because by holding your center, in doing that, you are helping him to to become a stronger person. So that support you're giving him that he didn't get as a child, or through the family healing, it's healing the family issues, because it's giving him what he never had previously. And so he is able now to feel the Divine Feminine's love and honor it in a new way, the love of a woman, okay? And perhaps he sees the love of the family in a different way as well. He sees that it doesn't have to be, you know, everything is not perfect. You know, just because he didn't have the perfect family doesn't mean to say he's not lovable. So you do deserve love. No matter what's happened to you, he's understanding that his contract has been assigned and it's all part of life's journey. So he's saying to the Divine Feminine, love yourself first, because I need you to love you totally, so that you can totally love me as well. Then we will blossom into this new love garden, and our family issues will be healed through the love that we have for each other. We're both healing family issues at this moment, dealing with the energies and the encodings that happened. But he's letting go and keeping an open mind. But the very important message is you've got to love yourself first. That's what he wants you to know, Divine Feminine. Okay, that's great. I'm going to do... So if I sum up so far, we've got the Divine Masculine is in a space of clarity through seeking and trusting his own intuition. He's come through a phase of coming through the dark night of the soul. He has, let's go to the, he has loved and accepted himself, released some karma. There's a completion of a phase of the, you know, here's the Freya phases and cycles. There's a completion of the cycle. He's released some karma. He's loving and accepting himself, but he's staying very grounded and practical. He's at the level of the heart now, healing the heart. Or he's healed the heart. He's now being guided by the 4th, 5th and 6th chakras on the journey to union. He's ready. He's on his way. He believes he deserves love. Here's the past life reunion card again. Past life relationship at the bottom of the deck. And we've got very soon again. Love yourself first to the Divine Feminine so that you can love me more fully. He's saying, I've let go of control issues and I'm keeping an open mind. But I know our love together will heal past family issues, in that we will get the love, the sense of joy and love and completion we didn't get from our respective families. Which is not a bad thing. It's just a new insight, and not everybody has the perfect family. So we can love ourselves regardless of the upbringing we've had, which is the basis of healing. Healing all those illusions about what should be the perfect this and the perfect that. Nothing is perfect. And so we're getting some messages from the crystal angels for the Divine Masculine, what he wants the Divine Feminine to know. Okay, only 2. Moonstone, heightened intuition. So he's saying, I have now a heightened sense of trust in my higher intuition, which again is this top layer here, which is saying, yes, I've done this. I am actually trusting my higher intuition. It's Moonstone, and yeah, as a result, it's reducing his stress. So he's a little bit more relaxed about this whole feeling of weirdness, being a twin flame. So the two that came out, I'll give it to God. Take a deep breath and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing answers. And healthy communication in relationships, heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. So communication from the heart, where he's giving it to God, but he's also communicating from the heart. Excuse me. Ooh, very hot here in the UK. So yeah, it's a beautiful green crystal in the middle. It's an aqua aura. And yeah, this is amazing. He's giving it to God. I think he does believe in God. Hello. My little helper here. She's standing on... Oh, she's found the spider. No, don't be killing, murdering. No spiders. No, 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 no. Off you get. Wow, she saw that spider from all the way there. Anyway, the communication, healthy in relationships. Healthy communication in relationships. Yes, healthy, honest, heartfelt truth in relationships. That's what we want. To admit one mistake, to admit you've made mistakes, to admit that you have been through the dark night of the soul is okay. We understand as Divine Feminine. So he wants us to know that he wants to communicate with us now on a heart level of truth. He wants to get real with his own sort of what the truth it is, because he has been not really telling the truth. Not that he's been lying, but he hasn't been telling the truth. Like, he hasn't been saying what's going on, why he hasn't been communicating. But perhaps now he will, in some way. It's a difficult situation, because if you're in a marriage, you know, and you've got everything tied up in it, it's an awful time to go through all the splitting up of stuff and letting go of old identities. It's a very, very difficult time, and perhaps going through that, you need to do that alone, do that journey, and then meet your twin on the other side when you get there safely. You know, it's like being on a plane with turbulence, you know, to meet your other half. Divine Sun Child, Blessings of the Sun Falcon. That's from the Isis deck. Proper burial for freedom, sacrifice to Osiris. Alright, so the Isis card, Divine Child, Blessings of the Sun, which is the front of the book. I'll just read the poem for now, just to get the gist of this card. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sun Child, Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now, beloved initiate. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without, again, yes, the veil has been removed with this new sense of clarity. Let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun, burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Wow, that's a strong image. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It is time to burn bright. So yes, this well-deserved reward is about him beginning now to burn bright his light and standing on top of that plinth in a very proud and you know, sort of leadership type manner. So he's really feeling strong, the Divine Masculine is feeling very strong, even though he's, you know, working through it, and he needs us to stay strong so that we can resonate that vibration of strength. But he's now, through this transition, through the dark night of the soul, he's had epiphanies, he's feeling strong, and he now feels that he can shine his light without any contest. You know, the sun beating down in the desert, there's no shadows. There's no shadows anymore. So we have this contrast of dark night of the soul is completed. The Divine Feminine on the other side is holding the light for the Divine Masculine. She's shining in all her glory. And he's mirroring and matching that sunshine. He's mirroring her. Here is Isis here, and here is her son. And he's following her lead. Yeah. So she's holding the fort. So there's light everywhere. You've got the light. He's holding it in his hands. She's holding it in her heart. And he is following her lead. So he's shining brightly like the sun. Very nice. It's time for him to shine brightly now. And two twin flames, when they get together, it's a very flamey card as well, isn't it? Lots of flames. When the two twin flames get together, it's when they create magic. Power, power, power. So now we have the Whispers of the Oracle. Whispers of love. So now that we have these messages, what are the whispers of love that the Divine Masculine wants, the Divine Feminine want to know? And again, here we have light activation. So it's a very powerful time for the Divine Masculine. He is absolutely rocking it, I would say. He's rocking it. It's amazing. We've got, you know, the door to, oh, sorry, spider. We've got the door to healing and happiness. And under that, we do actually have, oh, spider's on my door to romance card. Little spider is on the dirt. Okay, he's come off it now. Oh, he's a jumping one. Oh, shit. Go away. I don't like jumping spiders. I mean, I like spiders, but I don't like them jumping around me. Oh my goodness, jumping spiders. Wow. Jumping Jehoshaphat. So again, at the bottom of the deck, under that, we have the door to romance. So the key is about to be unlocked. And I had a dream when I was in my pasta coma about keys. A very, very another strong dream. But this is the door to personal healing. Oh, it's amazing. It's a very good reading. And spider. It's on my door to romance. God. He's going to be in my web. The Divine Masculine is going to be caught in the Divine Feminine's web of delight and sunshine, where they're going to eat pasta together and create a garden of love together. So what does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? What whispers of love does he want her to know? That spider really jumped. Let's hope the Divine Masculine is jumping towards the Divine Feminine as fast as that spider jumped towards me, hey? Nature is wonderful. I'm glad I didn't let my cat eat the spider. Okay, so here's a message coming up. Be willing to express your love. So when I come back, he says, when I come back, when we express love, we begin to receive more love. So just, you know, just tell me how much you love me, because I've been through it. I've done all this work for you. I just need to know that it's been worth it. And that, be willing to express love. This is the throat chakra, the fifth, again, as we're working from this Fifth here, he is going to be willing to express his love as well to you, Divine Feminine, through his throat chakra, activated by the light activation in the heart and the vision of the life, and the structure of the 4 is the foundation for the vision. So he wants you to be willing to express love, but he is also going to be willing to express his love to you. What does the Divine Feminine want to whisper back to the Divine Masculine? She's saying, okay, yes, I am supporting you in this endeavor, in this vision. And of course I'm willing to support you with love, express love. That's a card 6. This is a 4 and 5. I'm going to help you complete this journey. It's a 9. I'm going to help you complete this journey, and I'm going to be supportive, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get you through to the next cycle. Of course, we have the cycle and phases card, to the next cycle of this twin flame journey. I'm going to be there, supporting you all the way. Forgiveness is upside down. So we're going to forgive the past. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing to forgive anymore. And with that, I'm going to pull a card from Jesus' deck, because that was his motto, wasn't it? The point of forgiveness is to get to the place where you realise there's nothing to forgive. This is from A Course in Miracles, of course. From the Holy Spirit of the Course in Miracles. So what does Jesus have to say about this forgiveness? Loving words from Jesus' Spirit. What? I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So he is giving up the life he had for this new age. The Good Shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So he's sacrificing the sheep he sees as, you know, not sheeple people, not ego sheep, but real sheep, sheep that are service, that are nature, part of nature. So he's being very in service. He's being service to his own spirit guidance. He's surrendering. He's letting go of the need to be, you know, the kind of rock star image, you know, with the cars and the clothes and all of that. He just wants the simple, blessed life, looking after the sheep, following the guidance. He's being totally selfless in this following. He's just being very, very spiritual at the moment. Okay. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So again, beautiful messages from Jesus. Let's do Mother Mary. Mother Mary. To balance out the feminine energy. Mother Mary, what can you tell us? Jesus was a beautiful man that gave up a lot to send his message. The Divine Masculine is sending his message to the Divine Feminine, that he's modeling the behaviors and the attitudes of Jesus, where he is giving over to Spirit, giving his life over to Spirit by following the guidance. So what does Mother Mary have to say about that? How can she add to this message? How can she be supportive of this message And the Divine Masculine. Mercy. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. Okay. So in giving his life up for the sheep, it means instead of holding those grudges and getting all twisted and stubborn, whatever, he is now being merciful. Again, through the 5th chakra is judgment and mercy. So he's not judging people because, you know, that holds him in the ego. So he's kind and thoughtful towards himself and others. And we had another self-acceptance and love card here. So yes, he's being very merciful towards himself and perhaps those that he needed to forgive. And he realizes that there is nothing to forgive and that everything happens because it's there to teach us about that contract. So be willing to express love, be supportive. Yeah, that's definitely happening. And let's go for some wisdom. So in his new wise avatar body, through the seeking and the trusting and the hard work, what can he tell us about where he is on the level of the wisdom? How has his wisdom grown? Wisdom. What is the wisdom? Oh, that's stuck. There you go, Hawk Prince. So they came up again. Same cards from previous readings 3 or 4 ago. Rainbow Prince and the Hawk Prince. Great. These are stuck. Lots of cards. The Desert Prince. Survival, Force Promises. 19. It's a 19. It's the Sun card. The Desert card. Again, he's shining his light. And there are no obstacles because he can thrive in the desert. He's strong. He's a strong prince. Not quite a king yet in the spiritual realm, but he's a prince. But the Hawk Prince, a lot of princes coming up. So we've got the Hawk Prince, the Rainbow Prince. He's persevering. He's paying attention to spirit, learning to do that. He's compensating by, you know, letting go of the ego, giving over to his sheep, and he's persevering. Then we have the Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving and withholding. Winged Wise One, angelic help, miraculous aid. High Lord of Gratitude, selfless humility and conscious action. So again, that goes with the Hawk Prince and the Rainbow Prince. So he's becoming this very sort of spiritual person. It's a 2. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. So here we have 3 divine feminines, and we have 3 masculines and 3 feminines here. So the feminines are the Lady of the Gift. Well, we are the gift. We are the one that's holding space, giving in the gift to be able to heal and walk through the door of healing and happiness. The winged ones, obviously the angels are helping and, you know, giving him miraculous aid at this time. And the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness and consideration. All of that's going on within him in terms of the energy and the wisdom that he has now gained as a result of his hard work. Withholding, let's see, withholding. So generosity, receiving and withholding. So there's a balance of generosity, receiving and withholding. He's not giving too much that it depletes his energy because he's in this new level of self-acceptance. But he also is very generous by nature, and he's getting more comfortable with receiving things. receiving gifts, and he's in a state of reverence, you know, love and compassion. He's in a state of reverence, kindness and consideration. So he's being really, really like this Lord of Gratitude. This amazing support for him now. All the powers are really supporting him. This is great, really wonderful. So that's the Rumi cards. What else? I feel a chakra card needs to come. So we've had the chakras 4th, 5th and 6th. Let's go deeper into the chakras and see what messages coming out for the release. Yeah, so releasing the negativity. That's quite a grey card. That's where he has been, down here, and he's releasing to come into that light. That's great. It's really, really doing the work. The masculine is doing the work. He's letting go of impatience now because he's just realizing that he needs to flow. That's what he's releasing, a sense of impatience. Impartiality. It is what it is. That's the attitude. It is what it is. This is what his attitude is around the healing the family issues. It is what it is. It was what it was. Whether it's blue or pink, doesn't matter. It's paint. So that's good, because it's letting go. That's the essence of forgiveness, is realizing that it's just paint after all. We're all souls that come from the same source. And if you listen to Jim Carrey, you know, he doesn't exist. And here we have the soulmate card, which is a beautiful one to have come out. Let's see what the book says about the soulmate story, because each of these books have a little story, a little fable. Well, not so much a fable because they're not animals, but this is in the red chakra. Oh, here we are. Okay, so the legend, rose without a thorn. It's my time to face my true feelings. The legend, it is time for him to leave her again, to use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line. She will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly she says, "I love you." The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words and he will be free, but they won't come. Suddenly, he clasps her to him. He loves her. This is true freedom he sought. This is the true freedom he sought. Inspiration. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. Personal inquiry. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Yeah, that's what I said. Honest communication, healthy communication in relationships. So that's in alignment with this reading. Key ideas: speaking your truth, choosing love, freedom through transformation, resistance to commitment, and unexpected outcome and new truths. authenticity, treasure and trust. Meditation. Take a deep breath and keep relaxing until you find yourself in a safe space. Ask the great space that which you long for. Allow any nerves to pass. You may now know how to handle your present situation. This knowledge will come to you soon. So yeah, there's a longing for his soulmate. There's a longing and the wanting. I want to speak my truth to you, Divine Feminine. That's what I want to say to you. I can no longer live this lie, and I'm not going to run anymore. I'm going to clasp you to me and tell you I love you, and then I will be free, because I've faced my fear and I've said it and I mean it, with the fifth chakra coming from the heart. The healthy communication is the heart truth. That is what he wants to tell us, Divine Feminines, that he is longing for his soulmate. He wants to tell us he loves us. Well, that's beautiful. Very beautiful. And let's do a Rumi card to complete the story. Basically, again, I can't sleep, so I'm just having fun here, seeing what comes out, enjoying using all my plethora of cards. Because why buy them if you're not going to use them, you know? And each one has their own little message, has their own little energy to portray. So what is the overall message from the Rumi deck that would absolutely pin all of this reading down for the message from the Divine Masculine? This one. The all-encompassing hand. She says, knocking everything over. Oh, oh, oh. The bottom of the deck is number 19, Sacred Union, which is the number of the plot of my allotment. I didn't realize that it was related to this card in the Rumi card. That is unbelievable. I want to read this card. I want to read that card. I don't want to. Okay, the all-encompassing hand is basically anything that's possible if you visualize it, right? But let's really get into. Look at 19 and 20. They're coming out simultaneously again. This is crazy. Crazy good. Right, so I've got the... I'm going to read the Sacred Union card. I'm absolutely thrilled that this is coming out. 19. Now I can associate the Sacred Union card with my allotment as well. It's all coming together, everybody. Okay, poem by Rumi. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union. This is what the Divine Masculine is telling us, okay? Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. The channeled message from Alana Fairchild. Stupefied with bliss, I become without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favor of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy, rapture. The sweetness of the union so sacred overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my world. Nothing else exists except this love, this unity of divine masculine and feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred co-joining or conjoining. It happens even now between my body and my spirit, and in yours and in his over there, and that woman passing by. All creation is sacred, rapturous, embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. So here is the message. You lucky, lucky angel, you are so blessed. You are to be blessed with sacred union. This union is of the lover and the beloved, the masculine and the feminine. That which appears to be opposite will no longer appear to be so. There is a coming together that is destined and divine. You are to be swept up in such a wave of love. And that was the wave, the card underneath. I surge on the uprising wave of love. So he tells you that too. This oracle comes to you as a portent, a sign of that which is to come, and also as a confirmation of your spiritual journey thus far. You have been working to integrate masculine and feminine energies within. Oh, perhaps you have not used those words, but you have been attempting to find the balance between living a surrendered life and leading from the heart, and then knowing when to take the initiative to set something in motion, when to put your body, mind and soul into getting your shoulder behind something to push. You have been working hard to surrender attachment to plans and how you think things should go. Instead, you have intended to show it up for what it is, to seek out the genius of life through unconditional acceptance, instead of judging and fearing, resisting what is, as though it were a big mistake, perhaps caused by ignorance within. No, you do not seek to hide from love anymore. You have been learning, step by step, how to embrace it and allow it to embrace you. What a journey you are taking, beautiful lucky angel. So your confirmation is thus: you are growing, you are evolving, you are making genuine shifts, and genius shifts too, in consciousness that are allowing you to change the way you are in the world, to become freer, more loving, wilder, more divine. The divine has been seducing you with love and beauty, and now, in your surrendered state, you are seducing the divine. You are calling such passionate devotion to your cause, such clever and capable assistance, such graceful intervention. The divine cannot resist your beauty, so keep going with that sacred surrender. That's the Jesus card, isn't it? Giving up his life for his sheep. Keep going with that sacred surrender. Keep believing in the inner healing path you are traveling with success. Accept this confirmation and acknowledge close to your heart, and keep traveling along your path of love. Keep this knowledge in your heart. You are meeting your beloved. What could be more exciting? The sign coming to you with this oracle is that of great love bestowed by the hand of grace. There is a hand of grace, you see. The all-encompassing hand is giving him the reward for his hard work. This means that there is destiny at play in matters of the heart. There is a heart healing and a letting go of past obstructions, sufferings, or misunderstandings. You could say, in a way, that the great cosmic matchmaker has taken up your cause. If you are already in a relationship, expect there will be a healing of that relationship in whatever way needed. You may have no sense of how it is going to play out. It may result in deepening of commitment to your lover, but it will certainly result in a deepening of your own commitment to love. If you are open to attracting a new and significant relationship into your life, perhaps a life partner, soul friend or other supporter of your life journey. Be supportive. That's us, Divine Feminines. Then the Divine is hearing your call and is answering. Let go of your grip. Do not hold on to a particular person, to a particular fear or fantasy. Instead, open your arms as if expecting your lover to run straight into them. For what else could be more perfect than the divinely sanctioned relationship entering into your life? It will move you. It is likely through romance, but it could be through soul-satisfying partnership, the soul for whom you have been waiting so your life path and heart-inspired work can continue to develop. It could be through the presence of your own inner masculine and feminine, so that you have finally a clear sense of your purpose in life, and that means through which to take action on it. Life and the means through which to take action on it, even if that action is to surrender yet again. This oracle also comes with a particular piece of guidance for you. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, and what has appeared to fail, what has been loved and what has been lost, there is only one truth that will prevail in your life, without failure, without exception, and that is love. It is all you are truly seeking, and it is behind every life experience seeking you. Do not stand back from it. Do not put yourself aside. Turn down your eyes and pretend you cannot be seen by the world. Shining bright, okay? Being shining to bright. Be bold. Claim the love that is your divine birthright, and know that sacred union is yours. Destined in the heavens and blessed by the great beloved. Place one hand on your sacred honoring ritual. Place one hand on your heart and the other outstretched before you, as if you place it on the heart of another. Say out loud, through the grace of Rumi who loves me unconditionally, I call upon my true beloved now to be at one with my heart purpose. Through divine grace, our sacred union is now sanctioned and blessed. The love in my life swells so overflowing that I do not try to contain it. I am satisfied to be washed away in bliss, and I serve the great beloved in this divine romance, offering my heart to the one great love through which all other love emanates. I am love, I am united, heaven and earth conjoined in passionate devotion to the great beloved. Love fills my heart in all the ways I need, and I am graced by divine blessings, so rich. Thank you, so be it. Place both your hands on your heart and rest for as long as feels good for you. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, place your hands in your prayer position briefly, and then on your head you have finished your sacred honoring ritual. So place your hands by your heart in prayer, and then on your head thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is those three chakras working together by doing that sacred ritual. This is those three chakras. You're expressing from the heart your truth, the divine sacred union, which is the vision. So this is absolutely amazing message from the divine masculine. He's giving it over. He's through. He's surrendered. And he's on his way. He wants you. He wants to tell you he loves you. So with that, I hope you have sweet dreams and a blessed day. And lots of love. Take care. Namaste.